Hello everybody, welcome to HDpiano. My name is Dion. Today we're learning how to play Everything's Not Lost by Coldplay. This is part 1. We'll cover the first half of the first verse, which sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I counted up my demons, so there was one for every day. There we go, just the first little section of this song because there's some really interesting chords that we have to cover here. Our first chord is a nice easy chord. It's an E major. We're going to start with our right hand, playing a 4-note version of our E major. Middle C's right here. We're going to go a little bit below that. We're still playing in a root position for this chord, so we have E with our thumb, G sharp with our second finger, B with our third, and E up the top again with our fifth. So it's a regular E major with another E right at the top. Our second chord we play in our right hand is a 3-note chord, which technically is part of a G sharp diminished chord, but the 3 notes we're going to play are F, G sharp, and B. A nice little cluster of notes that sounds very discordant, a little bit odd. So our first chord again was E major. Second chord was our little cluster of F, G sharp, and B. Our third chord is the most interesting. We have E, G natural, B flat, and D. So this would be like another diminished 7th chord if we were starting on E, but it's not going to be an E diminished because we're going to add our left hand, which is going to change our chords entirely. So starting from the top, we had our E major chord. We're going to add E with our left hand. Nice and rich and full. As we move to our second chord shape, our left hand moves to a G sharp. Our third chord, our left hand moves to F sharp. And we have this really awesome, interesting, very jazzy sounding chord that has all these notes that don't quite sound right, but in this song they sound amazing. Again, we have our E major, our G sharp diminished 7th, and then our F sharp. It's kind of like an augmented 7th chord, but it's just this really interesting sound. It kind of gets under your skin. I love it so much. So these 3 chords are the main 3 chords in our first verse. We play these through 3 times. That's our first time. That's our second time. And that was our third. 4th time through, we hit a brand new chord. This chord with our right hand, we're going to play E, F sharp, A natural, and C sharp. So it's an F sharp minor 7th, with our 7th being placed at the bottom of the chord in a different inversion. Our left hand is going to play a B. So it's an F sharp minor 7th on B. A really nice tension chord before we resolve back to our first chord of E major. So those last 2 chords again was our F sharp minor 7th on B, resolving to E. The rhythm of this song is quite slow. Our counting is pretty similar to our second hand of our clock. It's around about 60 beats per minute or just a tiny bit faster. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And our first two chords are held for 2 beats each. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So a full bar on our third chord. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Get ready for our new chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. At the end of our 8th bar here, we have a little interesting melodic, we'll call it a little lick, a little riff that we have that bridges this part 1 into our part 2 of this song. Now this little riff is taken from notes from within our E major chord. So it's kind of like a bit of an arpeggio, so to speak. So we start with our right hand, we have E, G sharp, and then a pair of notes, which is our B and E up the top. And so those top 2 play at the same time. So we want our thumb on E, second finger on G sharp, and our 3rd and 5th on B and E. So this kicks in at beat 4 of our 8th bar. Not only do we have this nice slow steady count of 1, 2, 3, 4. This song, when we divide it down into its smallest division, which is 16th notes, 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R, is actually swung 16ths. So rather than feeling like it's 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and that sort of feel, we have those 16th notes are swung. 1 E and R, 2 E and R, 3 E and R, 4 E and R. So everything that's an E or an A in those 16th counts is just pushed closer to the and the following count. If you're having trouble hearing how swing should sound, I like to think of it as a little kind of a walking horse. Clop, 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 clop. That helps me listen into what I think that swing rhythm should be. So we're playing 16th notes at the end of this bar. We have 4 E and A. And because they are swung, we have the second and the third notes are a little bit closer together than the first and the second. If they were straight, once more, they would be 4 E and A. When they're swung, they're 4 E and A. It's a little subtle difference, and you can hear that swing throughout the entire song, particularly in the vocal line, and as we move through to our extra sections, which will have that swing involved. Part of the reason I love this song is these interesting chords. And I've wanted to learn this song for so long because of how interesting these chords are. Because it's actually my favorite ever Coldplay song. Can you believe that? Let us know in the comments below what your favorite Coldplay song is. It doesn't have to be a piano song, but I really love this one. So let us know in the comments your favorite Coldplay song. We're going to continue on with part 2 over at HDpiano. Before we do that, I'll play through you one more time from start to finish so you can play along with me, and then we'll wrap things up. So, are you ready? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and... When I counted up my demons, third time through. Into our F sharp minor 7th on B. Drove the other ones away. Lovely work. As always, you can find us on all your favorite social media at HDpiano. If there's a song you want us to teach you, let us know at requests.hdpiano.com. That's the site where we find out what you want us to teach you. Until part 2, my name is Dion. I'll see you again here very soon at the home of the hybrid piano lesson. Bye for now.